Hey guys, I've been fortunate to live all over the world. And when I was living in Guatemala, I had an extraordinary conversation with a American woman who was in the business of running an orphanage. And she had adopted a few of the children that she was responsible for. And one of the things that I had observed about her children that was so different from the orphans that she cared for was that these children of hers had grown up to be pretty big by Guatemalan standards. They were much taller. They appeared to be much bigger framed. And I asked her about that, and she said, well, it's because of the diet. They eat an American diet. They eat with me. And the Guatemalan kids eat a more normal diet, right? And she was talking about the nutrition that the children were getting. And her kids obviously were eating a lot more, eating a lot healthier, and they were gotten a lot bigger. And I was remarking on that, and she just said, well, just imagine what that means for their brains. And, it was a shocking kind of revelation that what I was seeing and what I was observing in terms of the size of the kids, just their pure height, right, was really just a shadow, a reflection of the more important truth that their brains obviously were being fed a lot better too. And what did that mean for their ability to go through life, their intellect and their capacity and so forth? And this reminded me that when we have saints on earth who are men and women of extraordinary virtue, anyone can notice how holy and how saintly they are. And in fact, atheists have been known to comment about living saints and this inexplicable combination of virtue and holiness. In fact, there have been atheists who've converted to the church because they recognize that this is something beyond man, that these saints who live these extraordinary lives where they've combined the virtues in a way that is clearly beyond what man naturally is capable of, it becomes a point of conversion opportunity. But as I reflect on that, I think that our ability to observe that holiness is just because of our five senses, right? What we see, what we hear, what we can perceive. But it's just a shadow of the truth about their sanctity, right? What God sees, the truth about their soul and about their virtue, is far beyond just seeing that they're humble while being bold, right? So now for the insight. If that's true, what kind of example am I giving? If the people around me don't perceive that I'm a saint of extraordinary value, then what does that mean about the reality of my spiritual condition? What does that mean about the way God sees my soul and my state of holiness and virtue? If the shadow that I cast in this world doesn't convince people that I'm a saint, then my state is probably not what I would hope it to be. So the question is, what kind of shadow of sanctity are we casting in our lives? Is it obvious to people that we're Catholic? Is it obvious to people that we intend to be saints? Is it obvious to people that we're growing in holiness? That's my insight.